Okay, so hi guys, this is Vishal. Now it's my second update for the Keelr application, and Keelr application is nothing but my Docker image scanning tool. So what is Docker image? You must be know first what is Docker and what is Docker image. So most of people are use nowadays web hosting के लिए. We use a Docker for hosting our web applications, or we can use Docker image for doing a lot of stuffs, right? So if I hosting a website, then it is my responsibility to scan the website's Docker image platform or the base operating system which I am going to use for hosting my web application. So it may be Alpine image, Ubuntu image, any other image applications, image which I am going to use as a base platform for my web application. So if that base platform, that base operating system, or that Docker we are use, it must be the free from vulnerabilities. So how to find it out, or whether I deploy my codes on that Docker image, then also I can scan that you know image to find out the vulnerabilities or find out the SBOMs. What is SBOM? SBOM is what libraries packages which you use to install supporting packages which used and that if that is vulnerable or it may be the outdated, then the consequences will be what hacker can attack on your web application, and further your web application Docker will be hacked. So basically this is the step to find the vulnerability for process further, like pushing your code after after manufacturing productions में हम लोग जब push करते हैं at that time, this step is very important for for your product. Now the second thing is what I build these applications as a centralized application. So I keep here a one single user admin. The password is very strong. You can keep here any password. So I done scanning before come live. I already done a scan here, and look at here. This is a scanning new scanning car. This is a sidebar. Here you can see running scan, and here is a history of your scan. Okay, and here is user who is login. You can change the theme, dark and light theme, right? So I like dark theme. It's okay. It's a dim light. Okay, then for my eyes. Another is profile. Who is login here? Admin user or login here, right? And the current username. If I want to change the password, I need the current user, and then we can change the password. Simple, right? So this is what if user want to change the password. Here is a admin panel button, and the admin panel is what this panel only can use admin a single user, so we cannot create a multiple number of admin. There is only single man admin, right? So what about centralized user activities? Here is user management, and I created some users previously. I use did some work out here and created nonsense user also. So it's okay, it's up to you. So your web application, you can create number of users. You can use any username, right? So admin is a default, and Vishal is normal user. Okay, so I can change that Vishal ka email ID and now new password also. It's up to me whether sometime what happen, a normal user can be forget their password, so maybe they can call me to the admin and asking for the change the password. Okay, so I can change the password, and yeah, I can delete the user also, as you see. Even let's create here test user, password like test at the rate hacksudo.com. The password is like late understand. One more important thing is what you cannot create a weak password, so you must be set here complicated, like symbols, numbers, capital, small, and all. So then only it's accept, right? See, so it's accepted, and user are created. Simple. So global scanning activity, whatever the scans happen, within that user, whatever user I created, the user activity. Previously I also created a test user and tried to do a scan, and the scan was completed. So that user scan, you can see here, test user 1 and 2. The like test user is only one, but the scan was happened twice. The first scan was like this, and then the second scan also the same. So both scan done on, sorry, the first on the Python 3, and this one was on log4j vulnerability. So I created a Docker file which have a log4j vulnerability. And when I try to find out the vulnerability on that image, obviously it's showing me a log4j remote code executions vulnerability is present. This is what my VAK report. Okay, with CVSS score, CWE, and is it critical or what? If I click out here, which is search engine. So what is trivia and all? Let understand it first. So I'm going to let create one scan. So we shall demo. Okay, demo scan, and metadata is what? So as a tester, you can assign here your company name, client company name, and tester name, right? So Docker image which you want to select. So important thing is what here, where you are used to run your image, there only this Docker image must be installed. Okay, this is very important things. So whether centralizing this web application scanner on any of server, there only you can run your image, and only that time this image will be listed out here. Okay, otherwise what you can do, make SSH access for your centralized server and give to that user which going to do the scan on these images. So that person can do install or load a image through the SSH. Okay, and the same SSH server, this Docker vulnerability scanner must be installed, right? Like that wise. Which scanning engine you are going to perform, like Trivi or Greeps or both of these, or SBOM only? So what is the difference between this vulnerability scanning engine and SBOM? So SBOM, if I select only SBOM engine, then only one report you can find later. But if I select one of that three, then VA plus SBOM ka report you can find out, right? You can get it. So I selected Trivi, it's a recommended obviously. And again the scan scope is what? Standard में क्या आएगा? CVE, secrets and misconfiguration. The second one is what? A deep scan. So all scanner tool will or engine will be used with license analysis and the hard of fail, right? And third one is the vulnerabilities only. So yeah, let's see first one, standard scan. And yep, what I need to select here, let's select log4j lab. Yep, log4j lab or vulnerability testing one, any of these, and click on the start scan. Now target is completed and found 6 critical vulnerabilities and so on. Wow, nice. So if I click on the report history, the demo scan is what? This, right? Total package in that image is 268 and outdated is 4. All right. So let's click on the report, which is vulnerability assessment report for the vulnerable image, right? And the tester name, date of scan, our company name, and client company. Okay. So this is what a scan result. So it's found these vulnerabilities. So if I scroll down, look at this output. So it's a very nice output. Which engine is they use? What is the title of that vulnerability? On the target file, Java. On what file that vulnerability found? It's a Java package. This is a package of Java log4j, Apache login log4j core. And that current version is 2.14, and that's the safe version is what, where that vulnerability is fixed, is 2.15. Yeah, the latest one, right? CVSS code is 10 for the V30, like version 3. And yep, it's mapping the CW also. CW20 and 400 and 502. So what is this? CWE20 is, you know, so we just supposed to hit it here. The Maitre corporations told us like what is CW20? It's improper input validation. So it is a widespread software security weaknesses where the programs receive data from the outside source but fail to the check properly. If that data has the correct properties, safely or the format required to the process safely. So it may be the occur a RCE, remote code execution. So might be it's happened. Obviously remote code execution is happen because improper input invalidation in improper input sanitization is not done over there. That's why it's happened. Even recommendation is what you can update your version, obviously a fixed version, maybe not affected by log4j vulnerability. Likewise, so even here is a more advisories for understand what is log4j2 and all. Okay, this is what your vulnerability report. And also you can download it, you can save that PDF file and sell like this PDF, because it's showing me like, wow, no work, like report writing का काम यहाँ पे बच जाता है. So it's easy to me for me because I am so lazy to create a reports, right? Now this is a report, and yeah, simply you can see the package target or install version and description, recommendation, so many things is here. Even you can modify this later also. PDF to Excel भी कर सकते हो और Excel फाइल भी डाउनलोड कर सकते हो. It's up to you. All right. Now let's go back and click on the SBOM वाला report. So SBOM में भी बहुत सारी चीजें, 4 vulnerability we found only, as we already check this SBOM का. So 2 are critical and 2 are high vulnerabilities. So CVs also, they define how many CVs related about Django's. So Django or Django, it's up to you, the pronunciation. And the install version and updated version, it's updated. No, it's outdated. I know. Yeah. If I click on any of the CVE, it will redirect me on the particular CVE. Whatever the CVE is related about that, vulnerability package. So this is what issue discover at Django 1.2.11 and it is. So what happened here? Exploited via the crafted use of these like SQL injections in the key or the index name to return all the record using the suitable crafted directory. So what is this? This may be occur big issues, right? That's why it's a critical. That's why it's a critical. Simple. Understood? Like that. Now, how to use it's easy. How to handle also easy. How to download a report, it's easy. Everything is easy. Now, okay. So if anybody asking you, Arey Vishal or XYZ, whatever, what is your name? If asking you, Arey yaar, we want to do Docker image vulnerability, we want to do Docker pen testing. So let them tell about this vulnerability tool का नाम. What is a tool का नाम? It's a killer. Killer मतलब ऐसा कोई killer नाम नहीं है कि kill is a it's defined as a जहाज होते हैं, जो बड़े बड़े जहाज रहते हैं पानी में चलने वाले, उनके बेस को देखो. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन हियर. किल मीनिंग, it's a long piece of the wood, और हम बोल सकते हैं metal on the bottom of a boat that stop it falling out the sideway in the water. Okay, so नाव की पेंद में लगा लकड़ी का धातु का लंबा टुकड़ा जो उसे पानी में उलटने नहीं देता, जहाज की आधार बिल्ली. So this is very important thing for the jahaj. It's very important for the boat, right? And which I use for my tool killer. And Docker is what? Docker is kind of container. Okay, number of container, and that container keeping on our boat. So if your boat skill is strong, then your your dock, your dockers, your containers, everything will be safe. So trust on kill, trust on your kill, uh, your entire board will be safe. That's my application name. That's all. तो मैंने वो नाम थोड़ा सर्च किया था for my application. All right, thank you for watching this video. I hope so you like. किसी के कुछ questions है on these applications? Guys, please ask me in comment. This is live video. One of person is live right now. Any questions, any doubt, आप पूछ सकते हो अभी. चैट बॉक्स में जाके आप पूछ सकते हो. या ओके, ठीक है. तो अभी इसे बंद कर देता हूँ. बिफोर बंद करने से पहले लुक एट हियर, अपडेट करना है हमें आपके स्कैन इंजिन को. सो देयर आर टू स्कैन इंजिन्स. सो इफ यू वांट टू अपडेट योर डेटाबेस, सो यू कैन अपडेट फ्रॉम हियर. यू कैन क्लियर कैशे भी कर सकते हो. स्कैन का क्लियर कैशे. समटाइम व्हाट हैपन, योर मेमोरी, योर रैम may be full because of multiple number of scan you done. So for that, memory एक remote release करने के लिए you can clear your cache, and whatever the images you uploaded on your server, this all images you can delete or remove by clicking over there. So now if I click over there, all images will be removed. Look at here, let me refresh. Images, no, there is no images. Okay, one is Kali and another is Keelr. So this is a by default image which I use right now. That's why it's not remove. So current process will not remove only, right? So remaining process which is I not use, which images will remove from here. Okay. This is what my Facebook account and Insta, LinkedIn and GitHub. Okay. And created by Munali and Vishal. So these are the coder, right? That's all. You can log out also. Simple. चलो ठीक है. No one asking any question. That's okay. Bye bye guys. Have a nice day. And good night. Shabba khair. Bye.